to everybody who is watching this video. My name is Olenjolai TAYAI. Simply just call me Olenjolai. And this is our national flag of United Republic of Tanzania. I would like to welcome you into our online ordinary secondary school that's called Tanzania. Welcome into Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai. And then simultaneously to welcome you in one of our YouTube channels that's called the Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School in square bracket also Olenjolai. Well, we know that you are the Form 4 and you're expecting to graduate your ordinary secondary education. So we are very happy to be with you. For some of you, maybe just I've been teaching you when you have been in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and right now I'm teaching you against chemistry in Form 4. So I'd like to remind you quickly the visions that we have in this platform so that you may be aligned, and these visions should be written in your mind so that you have to understand and meditate every time the way that we do ourselves as the teachers of this program. So here in the visions, God has given me an assignment to teach, train, incubate, encourage, mentor, lead some groups of students who are ready to take the classroom instructions in basic mathematics and science subject. It means physics, chemistry, biology, agriculture. In order to combine it with what? With the knowledge from the Word of God, it means from the Bible, in order to solve real life problems in our community, right? Or in your community. So in your family, in your clan, in your street, in your village. So everywhere we are living as the mankinds, we have so many problems, real life problems that need solutions. So we have sent you as the students to school in order to get knowledge and come back to solve these real life problems that in our community. So that's the objective of education. So objective of education is not just to have certificates. Certificates are just to satisfy you. First of all, certificates just illustrate numbers, right? And the real problems, they are not afraid with numbers, they are afraid with knowledge, right? Knowledge, they are afraid with information, right? Information. And hence informations, if you understood the informations, then we call it understanding. And if you apply the understood informations, we call it wisdom, right? So those three things: knowledge, understanding, wisdom. And then if you extract this from the classroom instructions and you extract it from the Word of God, that is from the Bible, and you combine them, my dear students, I want to tell you that you'll be a fantastic and a unique, a unique person in your community, in your street, in your family. Myself, who is teaching you, Sir Olenjolai, I'm a product of those areas. I'm a product of the classroom instructions. I did my Form 1 to Form 4 studies in the United Republic of Tanzania, and also I'm a product of the Word of God, right? So I've been meditating the Word of God every day for the rest of my life. So when I combine those two pieces of information, my dear students, I want to tell you that things are going to change. The atmosphere is going to change, like now. So this, what am I doing right now? I'm solving real life problems. This is the real life. It's not just theoretical. It's not just like I'm answering a question in examination. No. So this is the real life problems. So even yourself, you can solve even greater problems compared to the one that I have. So the main goal in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai is to make sure that we help our students who are still continuing and even our graduate students to solve real life problems. That's the main goals of this institution, of this secondary school. We have an online platform. We don't have a physical platforms at this time, but keep in praying, possibilities still on the way. So in this school, we are going to teach you, listen, we are going to take, we will focus on the chemistry syllabus for ordinary secondary education, which have been prepared in Tanzania. But chemistry is universal. Fundamental chemistry, because what am I going to teach you is fundamental chemistry, is universal. So the chemistry, first of all, we are studying in Tanzania, we didn't discover any part of it. So we have received it from European continent. That's the truth. Okay, they did a lot of research, they did a lot of experiments finally established them. They introduced these different concepts about the compounds, about metals, about air, about combustion. So we are just learning and then see the informations we used to get them from that fact, from the nature, because science is the study of, or is the study of nature, in order to use them to solve our own real life problems. So whether you are a national or international students, if you're international students, you have to be aware with the syllabus of your country. Whether you're watching me from Nigeria, you have to be aware of your syllabus in Nigeria. Whether you're watching these programs or you want to take these programs, you're from North America, United States of America, you have to make sure that you know the syllabus of United States of America. Well, maybe you are watching this program from Peru, from Chile, from Brazil, right, from Canada. So I advise you should go through the syllabus of your country, because it will give you boundaries and know that what should you cover at the chemistry for the class 12, because this is the chemistry for the form 4 or class 12, right? But you have to pay focus on these general introductions, because we'll understand what are we going to cover, and then so you have to compare what you have in your syllabus and what am I going to teach you. Again, I want just to remind you once again that I don't know everything about chemistry or fundamental chemistry. I just know small portions of it. But really, I want to tell you that what I know, I have a responsibility to teach others, because even myself. And I would like to dedicate these sessions of chemistry to one of my ordinary level teacher of chemistry, especially who taught me fundamental chemistry for the Form 4, whose name is Dr. Ramazan Wambanguru. Right now, he's a doctor of medicine, and he's doing his master's studies at University of Dodoma. Really, he has been a very a mentor, and he's been a very good person in my life, a very good teacher in my life. He has been teaching me, and I could like just to say that he knows me more than possibly that my teachers who have taught me. So I dedicate these sessions, and I believe that even himself that he will be so glad, because he has been working so hard to make sure that I understand fundamental chemistry. And he has been praying, he has been writing, so he did a lot of things. I don't want just to explain in details, but that is one thing that I want Kirsty to say. So in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School, in square bracket Olenjolai, we have more than one department, but one of the departments is called the chemistry. In these departments, we are teaching 4 subjects. We are teaching chemistry Form 1, chemistry for the Form 2, chemistry for the Form 3, and chemistry for the Form 4. And today we have a grade of 40. The subject is chemistry. And then this is chapter 1, compounds of metals. And this is session 1, general introductions of compounds of metals. And then this contest is for the class for the Form 4, right? Form 4 or pre-Form 4 or class 12 in some of the countries, or even some of the English medium schools. So you have to understand, in case you want to offer God your free will in thanksgiving, right? You can offer it through this telephone number 0759745331 in order to support or in order to participate on the running cost for this program, right? So you have to make sure that you do it by faith and offer it to God, and your free will in thanksgiving will be received in, and to do this business, and to make sure that so many lectures, all the lectures or all the videos or all the sessions which have been recorded of chemistry, fundamental chemistry, will be in air through the internet, right? So you can access them at any time and anywhere. So thank you very much for welcoming me in your house, welcoming me in your car, welcoming me in your ears, welcoming me in your mind. So let me take you now into today's session. Okay? So the quick review, because always I have to link the previous lecture, right? Quick review that we have to take is we have the quick review on session 00, which is titled as General Introductions of Chemistry Form 3. General Introductions of Chemistry Form 3. Form 4, excuse me. The Introductions of Chemistry Form 4. So it is still in our YouTube channel, so you can search this YouTube channel in the YouTube search engine, and you'll find that session 00, General Introductions of Chemistry for the Form 4. So General Introductions of Chemistry for the Form 4, you have to go through this session 00, so it will be written session 00, okay? And I put it in its own playlist. So you have to go through this session 00, which is General Introductions of what. So this symbol is not there. So it has been written. So let me just write the name possible that you want to search. It is written as session 00, and this is titled as General Introduction. Okay, General Introduction of what? Of chemistry. And this is all about fundamental chemistry. Chemistry, Form 3. No, Form 4. Form 4, possibly I wrote it also is 4. And then in square bracket, Olenjolai. Because there are so many general introductions of chemistry for the Form 4 online. Okay? So, what did we, or where did they present? Well, here first of all, I presented registration. How you can register in TOSO. TOSO, this is the abbreviations of Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket Olenjolai. It's simple. Just if you have an official email, whether Gmail or Yahoo Mail, you just register yourself within 30 seconds. Because you just need to subscribe, and then the bell will appear, and then you have to click the bell, and after you click the bell, then you choose the options of all, not personalized or not none. So choose the options of all, then you are done. So once we upload any new, or we add any new video of chemistry or of physics or basic mathematics, you will be the first one to be notified by the YouTube community once you are online. Okay? Then, we shared with you about vision, but in different perspective, what the visions of TOSO. Again, we shared to you or present to you what problems am I solving? Problem and solution. What problems am I solving? Okay, problems and solution, right? Problems and solution. Again, if I'm solving a problem, so I have a solution, I'm solving a problem. Again, another thing that we have been discussing with you or have presented to you is reference books. What are the reference? Texting, question and answer books and material for you to master the subject of chemistry, right? Problem and solutions. Reference, texting, so you say that texting, question and answer books. Okay, so that is the book that we have been discussing. We have been presented. I've mentioned so many books there. Again, so if at the point we say that after mentioning the reference textbook, then another point or another thing that I've shared to you in this in the session 00 is I have mentioned 10 topics or chapters, right, of 40 chemistry Form 4. So in case you want to go into too much detail, the session is still in Tanzania Online or Level Sector School in square bracket Olenjolai. So you'll find it there. So let us go to today's session. So let me begin. Also here, I shared to you about big picture, the big picture in my mind about chemistry, big picture 40 of chemistry. So let us go here. So let us begin with a new big picture, with extended big picture of 40 of chemistry, right? Of chemistry, you know it, in Olenjolai's mind, which I want to be in all my students, Olenjolai mind. Okay? So, what do we say? We say that we had the subject we called science in primary school. If we are studying Swahili medium, this subject is called science in Swahili, science. If you did your studies in English medium of primary education, so you took your English medium primary education, then this has been called science. So this it has been a big subject. Once you've passed it, the standard 7 exam, then you joined into ordinary secondary school, right? To ordinary secondary school, and then you found that you have the subject of science is divided into 3 other subjects, or into 3 branches. So the first one is called biology, and the second one is called physics. Biology, physics. So with this one, we have what? Again, when we are in the subject of chemistry, this is all about O-level, ordinary level, right? So in subject of chemistry, also we had 4 subjects. So for us to master fundamental chemistry, we have to study 4 subjects, right, of chemistry. The first subject is chemistry for the form. The second subject is chemistry for the form 2. Okay? This one is chemistry for the form 4. The form 4. And this one is chemistry for the form 3. So we have to begin with chemistry form 1. When we master it, we learn chemistry form 2. When we master it, we learn chemistry form 3, and then we finish up with chemistry form 4. The good news, in this YouTube channel, and even in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School, I'm teaching all of these 4 subjects. So in case that you join me right now when you're in Form 4, don't get confused. Don't be stressed that I forgot or I don't understand the contents of chemistry Form 1, or the contents of chemistry Form 2, or the contents of chemistry Form 3. Now you have a digital platform where that you can review those contents on your own. Just you need electronic device to receive the contents and the internet. So you can learn those stuff at any time, whether during the midnight while you don't have the formal classes, or even you can learn them during the daytime, right? During the daytime, during the evenings, at any time, right? You're not limited. And anywhere, right? Whether you enter to Voma, or if you are learning, or if you are doing your studies in Voma, or you're living in Kigoma, nowadays there's no need for you to go to Mans or to go to Dar es Salaam in order to do for the tuition. Okay, these programs is more than what you find in those regions. So just you go to Kigoma, have a smartphone, have an internet, and then tune to the stations of what Tanzania Ordinary Secondary School, in square bracket Olenjolai M. Well, so today we have a fantastic business on these 4 subjects of chemistry, which is called the chemistry for the form 4. Chemistry 40, chemistry for the form 4. So chemistry for the form 4, that's the subject that we have. Well, so you have almost, in order for us to master this subject, according to the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania, right? So we have to learn 10 topics. 10 topics, right? 10 topics. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have 10 topics. The first topic is called the compounds of metals, the one that I'm teaching today. The second topic, you know that I'm not good in cramming. The second topic is called the hydrogen chloride and chlorine. Hydrogen chloride and chlorine. The second topic is called the sulfur and sulfuric acid. Sulfur and sulfuric acid. The fourth topic is called the nitrogen and the ammonia. So nitrogen and ammonia. This is all about inorganic. The first topic, the second topic, third topic, the fourth topic. In advanced education or in advanced level, in Tanzania we call all of these contents as inorganic, right? And then the fifth topic is called the carbon, right? We don't study it. We have also carbons, okay? Have carbons. And then the sixth topic is hydrocarbons. So now we are getting into organic chemistry, right? Hydrocarbons. The seventh topic is alcohol. So alcohol and the carboxylic acid. So alcohol and carboxylic acid. That is all about organic chemistry, introducing organic chemistry for you. Remember that if you'll be pursuing your advanced educations in advanced chemistry, one of the longest, interesting, fantastic, beautiful topic in your advanced chemistry Form 5 and Form 6 is organic chemistry. Is organic chemistry, and don't worry, I'm going to be with you. So it's a matter of you to make sure that you cross the border with too much information of fundamental chemistry, then you'll be to get an advanced chemistry, and I will take you into the next level in such a way that you can solve the real life problems. Okay, alcohol and carboxylic acids. Then we have soil chemistry. Soil chemistry. Soil chemistry. That's another subject or another topic. Then you have pollution, right? So you have pollution. Then another topic is qualitative analysis. Qualitative analysis. Qualitative analysis. So you have those 10 topics. And when we cover all of these 10 topics, then we have covered the subject of what? Chemistry for the Form 4. So you have to add up with the topics that you covered. I taught you in chemistry for the Form 3, chemistry for the Form 2, chemistry for the Form 1. Then now you'll be ready to kick certificate secondary education examination. So remember that here, the exams is called certificate secondary CSE, certificate secondary education examination. Wow, I believe that you enjoy it. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. And also, if you understand this subject, please don't hesitate yourself to tell us in the comment sections, because we need to get the feedback. Chapters of 40 of chemistry, chapters of chemistry, right? Chapters of chemistry for the Form 3, for the Form 4. Chapters for the chemistry for the Form 4. Let me mention, because here I've just give you the general overview, the whole picture. And why am I mentioning all of these chapters, or these chapters in the beginnings of this session 1? Then the main objective is I want you to be open-minded. I want you to know the route. I want you to know how long should it go, right? Okay, so we say that this is according. Say that according to. So you have to check the syllabus of your country. To chemistry syllabus. Chemistry syllabus, and this I call it the first weapons. Chemistry syllabus of what? Of chemistry. Chemistry syllabus for ordinary secondary education. Ordinary secondary education from Form 1 to Form 4. So the Form 4 by TIE. Okay, TIE. So you say that there are 10 chapters of chemistry Form 4. These chapters are, the first one, we call it compounds. Compounds of what? Compounds of metals. This is all about inorganic. Then the second one, we call it hydrogen chloride. So I'll teach about hydrogen chloride, say hydrogen chloride, and the chlorine. chlorine, chlorine. Then I'll teach about sulfur, and sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. Then I will teach you about nitrogen. All of this is about 30 minutes. So all of these 4 topics, right? The first topic, the second one, the third, the fourth, you will learn them again in advanced chemistry, but you will be learning some advanced stuff compared to this fundamental stuff that we are going to teach you. So nitrogen and the ammonia. Nitrogen and the ammonia. Do you enjoy the beautiful chemistry for the comfort? Tell me in the comment section. For me, I do enjoy it and I like it so much. How about you? How about you? That's why I'm teaching it and I'm very happy once I teach and find that my students understand. The 5th chapter has a short name, a short title, which is called the carbon. Say carbon. So this is learning carbons, but we'll be learning carbons not from the context of organic, but we'll be learning carbons from the context of inorganic, especially in terms of what are we going to cover here is 3 allotropes of 40 of carbons, which is amorphous, diamond, ceruleate, and graphite. And you know that through this one we make pencils that we are used to use them to draw. Okay, the 6th topic after this one is very interesting. I like it so much. Hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons. Say hydrocarbons. 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 Okay? So the 7th chapter, hydrocarbons, after I teach hydrocarbons, alcohol. I'm going to teach you alcohol. This is another group of organic alcohols. The alcohols, and carboxylic acid. Alcohol and carboxylic acid. Yes, alcohol and carboxylic acid. Carbo. So this is all about carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. So remember that all of this stuff are inorganic. And even this guy, this also is inorganic. But these two stuff, these are present inorganic. The 8th chapter, I will teach you about 30 soil chemistry. So soil chemistry is another topic, but the good news also, we learn soil. This is fundamental soil chemistry, but you have to keep all of this information because if you go in advanced education, you also learn the concepts or advanced concepts of soil chemistry. Then number 9, we have pollution, which will also cover it in advanced chemistry. We have the word called the pollution. Pollution. Then 10th, this is it's a topic which will prepare you for the practical exam. Quantitative analysis. Quantitative analysis. This is more practical topic. So these are the 10 topics that we have to cover. Some of the topics are long and some of the chapters are short. So it depends that how far you want to go. But the good thing that all of these chapters, or most of these chapters, you're gonna find them if you take a route of ordinary diploma, and then you'll have chemistry, or for example lab science, and also in case that you take a route of advanced education. For advanced education, you are studying chemistry. So you need to recall so many concepts that you are covering in this subject. So this, as I said, is all about inorganic up to here. This is all about organic. That's what I have written here. Oh, and this is all about soil pollution, quantitative water analysis. So we'll take each topic. For instance, that today we'll take these compounds of metals and break it down into subtopics first, and then we break down each subtopic into concepts that has to be covered. So now allow me now in this session 1 to present to you subtopics. Subtopics of compounds of metals. Compounds of metals. Compound of metals. Subtypes of compounds of metals. And this you have to refer to the syllabus. But before I present to you the compounds of what the subtopics of the compounds of metals, I say always the request number 1 for all my students should be what? The syllabus. Unfortunately, that in these sessions I don't have the syllabus of chemistry for ordinary. I don't have a book to show you. But the second component is the NA text book that I've mentioned in general introduction. One of the textbooks I've mentioned is this one. That's called the Chemistry Form 3 and 4 Students Books. Right? Chemistry Form 3 Form 4 Students Books is the book that I recommend. So in case you don't have this book, which has been prepared by Tanzania Institute of Education, you are living in Tanzania, any regions, whether from Wete or from Buja or from Pemba. Okay, so regardless of where you're from, you can order this book, you can buy it and order it through Tanzania online O-level second school in square bracket in July. And there's no need physical meeting with the seller. Okay, so you have a shipping cost, you have 2 types of cost. You have what? Selling cost and also you have a shipping cost. So you have to, so we can ship into your region. So make sure you have this textbook. Again, we presented so many types of, or so many examples of what question and answers paper. So this is what ordinary level chemistry review. Question and answers like this. So from 2003 to 2016 to 2019. So you should have this question and answers. And the good thing is you find that at the beginning, the outside included also what? Chemistry summary notes for the Form 3 and 4. Okay? So this is the concept that you have to cover them when you are getting prepared for the exam. So it's better if you have question and answer book so that you can go through and solve the problems, because this is the image of what you expect you to find in exam. In case you don't have this book also, you can order it online. It is cheap costing, and also you can also pay for the shipping cost. According to According to chemistry syllabus for secondary education, ordinary secondary education, according to the chemistry syllabus for ordinary secondary education, M1 to 4, there are 6 60 subtopics of there are 60 subtopics or 40 subtopics of not chemistry, of compounds in metal. So the topics of compounds in metal of compounds in metals. These subtopics are, the first one, we call it metal oxide. Say metal oxide. The first one, metal oxide. Second one is metal hydroxide. Metal hydroxide. Metal hydroxide. Metal hydroxide. Then the third subtopic which I'm going to teach you is carbonates. Carbonates and hydrogen 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 carbonates. Then the first subtopic is called metal oxide. I'm going to teach you. The second subtopic is called metal hydroxide. I'm going to also to teach you. The third subtopic is called carbonates and hydrogen carbonates. And this is very important because once we'll be learning about these carbonates and hydrogen carbonates, we'll know now and we'll be able to differentiate hydrocarbons from these hydrogen carbonates, because we say that these hydrocarbons are the compounds which consist of carbons and hydrogens. And the carbons is acting like a skeletal element for them, except carbonates, bicarbonates, and other also carbonic compounds. The first subtopic that I'm going to teach you, ladies and gentlemen, so lovely students, I'm going to teach you the first subtopic is called the nitrates. Say nitrates. Beautiful. It is the grade, the chemistry grade for the Form 4. Nitrates. Then the fifth grade of life for the Form 4 also is called the sulfates. Sulfates. Say sulfates. Sulfates. So we'll learn some of sulfates and enjoy its beauty. There are specific objectives also that you have to achieve in case that you have the chemistry syllabus for ordinary secondary education. Then we'll see what are the specific objectives that the students have to achieve at the end of the learning the topic of compounds of metals. So this is 52nd. We have 7. No, we have 6 on the 6. So then the 6 or 7. Nitrates. We have metal oxide, metal hydroxide, carbonates and hydrogen carbonates, nitrates, we have sulfates. The 6 is metal chloride. Metal chlorides. Metal chlorides. Metal chlorides. Metal chlorides. Metal chlorides. So those are the 6 subtopics that we are going to learn in this business of chemistry for the Form 4. Okay, wow. So then so I have to break down all of those 6 subtopics. This is one of the longest topic for the chemistry Form 5, for the chemistry Form 4. Okay, excuse me for saying 4. This is chemistry Form 4, right? So concepts of what is, so you can break. So what I have to do as a teacher, this is a general concept that every teacher who is teaching chemistry for the Form 4 should have this mindset. They should have these contents in his mind, because this is what we have been directed by Tanzania Institute of Education. Also in our country, there is a legal authority that overseeing the ordinary or middle school educations, ordinary secondary schools or secondary educations or middle school educations. So concepts of 40, concepts of compounds, compounds of 40, compounds of metal, compounds of 40, compounds of metals. So I have to break down all of these contents into the simplified concept that will be covering them. Each concept might be a session or it may be more than one session. The first concept that I'm going to teach you, I will teach you about the concepts of metal oxides. What first of all the meanings of oxide, I'll remind you if you forgot. Then next I will teach you about classifications of metal oxide. Classification, how can you classify? Classification of 40 of metal oxides. Classifications of metal oxides. Uses of metal oxide. Uses of metal oxides. Uses of metal oxides. Then the first subtopic is the first concept that I'm going to teach you. I will teach you about metal, metal hydroxide. Pronounce these terms so they should be in your mind for the rest of your life. Metal, hydroxide. So metal hydroxide. The fifth concept that you have to learn is called the reactions of hydroxides with acids. Reactions of hydroxide. Reactions of hydroxide with acid. Reactions of hydroxide with acid. That's the fifth concept that you have to cover. Reactions of hydroxide with acids. The sixth concept that you have to cover is carbonates and hydrogen carbonates. What means carbonates? I'm going to teach you about carbonates. Carbonates, first of all. I will teach you also hydrogen carbonates. Hydrogen carbonates until you understand each term. Hydrogen carbonates. Okay, hydrogen carbonates. Okay, hydrogen carbonates. Then I'll teach you about distinguishing carbonates and hydrogen carbonates. Okay, so I'll teach you about distinguishing carbonates and hydrogen carbonates. Okay. Then we have 1.9. I'll teach about uses of carbonates and hydrogen carbonates. Uses of carbonates and the hydrogen carbonates. This is the symbol. The chemistry. So I'm start teaching you the beauty of chemistry. Then we will be done with carbonates, the third subtopic. I will take you into the first subtopic, which is preparations of nitrates. I'll teach you how we can prepare preparations of nitrates. Preparations of nitrates. Then you have preparations of nitrate. The next stage, chemical properties of nitrates. I'll teach about chemical properties of nitrates, chemical properties of nitrates, chemical properties of nitrates, then uses of nitrates, uses of nitrates, uses of nitrates, uses of nitrates, then preparations of metal chlorides, preparation of metal chlorides, preparations of metal chlorides. Okay, then we'll teach about chemical properties of chlorides. The 14th concept, so you see how long it is, chemical properties. Chemical properties of chlorides, chemical properties of chlorides. The next concept, after teaching chemical properties of chlorides, I'll teach about preparations of sulfates. Preparations of sulfates. So we are going to learn about preparation of sulfate. Preparation of sulfates. Preparations of sulfates. And then the 16th concept after preparations of sulfates, I will teach about chemical properties. Chemical properties of sulfate. Don't get tired. Yes, I'm just introducing, just building the foundation for sulfates. Then the last concept, solving what? I'll teach you how you can solve, solving what is solving questions of what? Of compound of metals. Compounds of what? Of metals. So I'm going to teach you about that. So in case you have any question, these are the 6 subtopics of compounds of metals. These are the concepts that we are going to cover together, I and you. I'll be taking you from one concept to another concept, and until we cover this topic, we are competent enough, right? So another piece of information again that you need, that is all about the introductions of compounds of metals. So it's the time now to leave the homework. So this is homework 1. Of course, this is session 1. Okay? And the homework 1, first of all, because you say that, what is the name of the topic? Compounds of metals. So, this is the question. What does the term, does the phrase, compounds of what? Of metals. Compounds of metals mean? Okay. What does the phrase compounds of metals mean? What does it mean? So do this homework and then submit the homework in the comment section below of this video, not for the other video, of this video. And make sure that you do before you join me in session 2 of What of Compounds of Metals, when now I'll be begins on teaching you, first of all, answering this question, and then when we start learning the concepts of metal oxide, first of all, what it means of oxide. So this is the second question. What is oxide? Because that's metal, you know the metal. You know what it means of metal, right? So what it means of oxide, what does the term oxide mean? So make sure that you do those 2 questions before we meet in session 2. Really, I thank God who have given me a gift of teaching. Secondly, I thank God who have given me this idea of teaching national and international students through the internet. I thank God who have been with me during the preparations of this session, and I thank God who have given me you, right? Who have given me a chance to join me online to learn this stuff of compounds of metals as the first topic of chemistry for 4. And I thank God also for your understanding. If you've understood or not yet, answer these questions. Did you understand what I've been teaching? Answer it in the comment section. Tell us also in the comment section you're enjoying this material from which school, from which street, from which country, from which regions, from which city, from which district. So tell us in the comment sections from which country, because this is a global service, right? So make sure that you do it so that you get the notifications and really understand how these informations or how this knowledge has spread into millions of the students of the present and future generations. Once again, don't forget to subscribe, click that button in order for you to get notifications and that the registration that you want in this platform. Make sure also you click the icons of share so you can share the link to some or to your classmates, to your colleagues, to your friends, your young brothers, young sisters, or your elder brothers or your elder sisters if you are in primary education, or if you're in Form 1 or Form 2, you can share with them. And also make sure that you read the descriptions to get so many informations and even to order books, and also to order a scientific calculator, because you will need a scientific calculator. That's another weapon, so I call weapons number 4, scientific calculator. So I didn't come with it, but next sessions I will show you. We are also providing scientific calculators and original scientific calculator, which if you keep themselves, they will be durable for more than 3 years, which are Casio Function 981. We are selling them with affordable price for you to be competent and even to do computations in chemistry, and even in advanced subjects later on, or even if you go for undergraduate, the scientific calculator is still in need. So I thank you very much for joining me at in these programs. I invite you in session 2. Join me in the next session when now